Alright, got the fan and the belt on, got the belt tightened, got the fan back on, and then has these little holders here so the nuts don't back and the screws don't back out. So, funny story about this fan belt. So I took the old fan belt off and it was all cracked. Back to right here. So you can see this fan belt. It's pretty cracked. I mean, considering it was, you know, it's 38, 39 years old. Still on here, never, it's the original belt. But anyways, this belt. My mother was going to the grocery store the other day, and she's like, "Hey, I'm going out. You need anything?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll give you this belt. Can you stop off and just have them match it up and give it to me? It should be like $10. I mean, we're talking about here. It's 1/2 inch wide, and I think it's like 24 inches total. I mean, it's small. You know, this is like garden tractor variety stuff here. I mean, all it's turning is a water pump and the alternator. I mean, two very important items, but still, you know what I mean." So she comes back. She goes, $10. That thing's $22 at Napa. So I was like, well, that's ridiculous. I mean, if I called AutoZone thinking that they're probably not going to have it available because it's not an automotive part. It's more of a tractor lawn implement. So like, yeah, we can get it. I said, how much is it? $8. So that Napa one went back. I mean, that is highway robbery. $22. You can almost buy 3 of these things from AutoZone, and they come with the same warranty. I mean, holy crap. So going with the AutoZone, and if it lasts, a couple years, well, what the hell. So anyways, that's the story on the belt here. I mean, if I'd have went to Kubota, and I'd have been $250 for that and just the fan belt. So, all right. Well, I think the next step is to put the radiator. I wanted to show you. I don't know if I. Oh man, this thing is heavy. Hold on. Well, heavy one-handed, I should say. I know this is kind of my thumbnail from before, my last video, but I've taken this thing up and I hosed it. I don't know. Hold on, let me get a good handle on it. I don't want to drop it. But I mean, you can see through this thing now. Holy God, hold on. So this radiator, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was 3/4 plugged or better. I mean, it was ridiculous how bad that radiator was plugged. So, I mean, I cannot believe that it did not overheat. How much stuff come out of there. How much mud and hay and debris come out of there. So, I mean, I put some new coolant in this thing. My God, it probably is going to shoot cold air on me. So, alright, well, I'm going to try to clean this crap off here. And, see if we can't start to get this thing put in. Alright, when I get it set in here, I'll get back with you. So far, so good. Oh, so I got the radiator set in here. Started hooking up the hoses. Got the one down there on the engine. Just get ready to put that one on. Well, I put that one on down there, and I was like, huh, something's missing. Damn fan shroud. So, I mean, I don't have this bolted in or nothing. It's just held in with the hoses right now. Shit. So, I guess I need to take the top hoses back off. Be damn. Getting in a hurry. Let me tell you, man, it is so hot here. I need to cut a hole. Put a window in that back wall back there in the barn to let some air through here. I need to make a window back here because well, it's about, I don't know, it's freaking hot. It's close to 90 and the humidity is somewhere in the 90s today. So it sucks. There's like no air. Let me see here. Let me get this. Put your legs right here, maybe. Do the little crazy legs wrap. How's that? I don't know. God damn it. This little guy right here is a pain in the ass. Okay. Alright. So, I'm pretty sure this is the way this thing goes. Freaking seriously. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Get that out of the way. This thing out of the damn road. Something's blocking it. Hold on. Well, I might have to take this bottom hose off too. Get past the fan. I don't think it's coming forward anymore. Son of a bitch. Alright, let me turn you off here. I gotta get this other hose off. Gotta tear this whole thing apart again. Hold on. Okay, so got the the radiators back in and hooked back up. I had to tear the radiator completely out, put this fan shroud down in and put it basically back up against the belt, put the radiator back in to get it where it's going to fit. So, oh, sorry about that. I'm shoving your guys' face into that, going to that radiator, but that's where we're at. It doesn't look like it's standing in here, but it's getting dark. I don't have a ton of light down here. So my next step will be to get, I gotta get these, where are you at here? I gotta get these, the mounting bolts in. There's two on this side, one on the passenger side, or the right side, and then there's a hose up in there. Probably can't see it. There's a hose up in there. It goes into the bottom of the radiator. And honestly, that's the worst part of this thing. It was getting that hose off. You can't get a screwdriver to it. So I'm hoping that that will go smoothly tomorrow morning. And basically, once I get those three bolts in, I think what we can do is, I mean, it's just cosmetic. Then getting the battery back in, get some fluid in it. I'm going to take this screen out of the grill. You can see this grill. And I've taken a blower to this thing, everything, and I could not get all this hay out of here. It just won't come out. So I was looking here. It's just screwed on. So I believe I'm going to take that off and clean that. Clean it good. Clean it real good. And then possibly the same with this one. Yeah, looks like there's about four, well, more than four, but there's some screws hold that on. Maybe, I don't know, that looks little, that might entail doing a lot more crap that I don't want it to do. But, so, if I can get that thing cleaned up, and that, get the battery put back in here, get that hose on the bottom, and fill her up with some fluid, I think we're golden. We should be firing her up. Hopefully it won't take me much more than about an hour to do all this. Like I said, that pipe down there is that bottom drain line, and I think it's a drain line. I'm really not sure what it is. I tried to use it as a drain line and it didn't work. So yeah, I mean, we're close. We're very close. So alright, well, I'm gonna, next time I see you guys, it will be tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm going to continue this tomorrow when it's a little lighter out. Gets a little more light coming in. The morning sun will be shining in the door. So, alright. Lights out for tonight. Oops. I gotta take this back. The AutoZone, they give me two belts, and they said there was no difference in them, but there is a difference in them. This one is skinnier. than the other one, and I matched the other one to the old one. So, alright. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. We'll see you guys in the morning. Peace out. Alright, it's a new day, and you know, I pretty sure I showed you this, but I had to tear this thing completely out and put this back in. And I just got done mounting the radiator, and let me put a light down here so you can see. Come on, stay there for a second. Holy hell. You can see the two rubber mounting, and then they have the little bobby pins to hold them so they don't back out, so you don't have to be super tight. And then I ended up getting that miserable thing. That actually went back on pretty easy, so way easier than coming off. Ooh, there's a chicken. So I guess now start putting this thing actually, probably what I should do before I do anything crazy with the panels is put some fluid in this, get the battery in it, and then maybe start it up. So let me get some fluid here, some antifreeze or coolant, and get this thing in and make sure there's no leaks before I go putting all the skins on. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so we got her mounted, and now we can dump some fluid in her. I don't have an extra jug. To do this with, so it holds 2 gallons, the whole system. So the internet says. So that water I'm putting in is distilled, so that should be, oh man, what a mess. Holy shit. Probably should have got a funnel. Well, there's that. I guess the next step is going to be to put the battery in. And fire off. Make sure she works. Okay. Excuse me. Well, we got the battery in. So, I guess the next step will be to fire this thing up. Let's see here. That looks good. This thing here. Well, let's hope that just sits there. Well, here goes nothing. Keys on. Shit! Well, it's running. Quiet. This is falling off. Trying to destroy shit here. Must have bumped the shuttle drive whenever it's working. Sounds nice and quiet. Fan didn't fly off. The belt didn't fly off. I don't have any water squirting anywhere. Wow. So far, so good. Well, let's check the fluid level again. Christ, I should have checked that. Oh shit, dumbass. I'd say it needs some. Alright. Let me go get another gallon of distilled water. I'll be back. Hello. So we're all back together, as you can see. 2 screw-ups, putting them back together. Number one, I had all the sides on, bolted down, when I forgot this thing. So this just sets right here, bolts to the side of the radiator, and really all it does is the air inlet comes through here. It's more cosmetic than anything. So I'm not gonna take all the sides back off. I mean, I had to like fully remove them to get that thing back on. And the other thing I did was, and I have no idea where I did with them. I mean, I don't have any extra parts anywhere. The screw right here and that screw, see that hole right there? That bolt, those 2 bolts, I don't know where they're at. So what I did was I used the 2 bolts because every bolt that holds the cowling and all this stuff on is exactly the same, a 12 millimeter. So I took the 2 that are holding the bottom of this in. So next time I go hardware store, I'll just pick up 2. I can just pop the hood, take one out of here, and take it with me and get 2 and put them in there, and it'll be done. Probably more of a pain in the butt than anything was that stupid hood. I had to take that hood off. I tried to take it off all in one piece with the side, and it was just a giant floppy mess. So I was up and down trying to get that thing to line back up. So, but it's on. Everything's good. I'm going to pick up my mess here and get her fired up and take her out for a run, see what she does. Alright, I'll be back. know if you can see that, but I just did like, I don't know, 3 loads of bedding hay. Out to the compost pile there. And, you can see that the heat gauge is just right off of cold. So it looks pretty good, running good. I mean, it's 92 here today with a heat index over 100. So, I mean, it didn't come up to temperature real quick. It's got to help that I washed that radiator out. And, new fluid in it. And that pump's probably spinning a little bit quicker. So, well, that's a successful mission. So, just to let you know, I don't claim to be a mechanic. I'm not even I'm just a mediocre at best mechanic. So, use that as use this video how you want, but I am no mechanic. Never claimed to be one. I just try to do what I can to save money on the keep the farm equipment running. So, alright, well, I think this will be the end of this video. I still got to remember to go get those 2 bolts that I lost. Okay, well, catch you later. Comment, rate, and subscribe, please.